That's the piece I found recently at a yard sale that was in the intro, Still Life. I was driving down the road and saw a yard sale and it had a big table full of glassware, so I stopped and I thought that was so cool. I love the colors. And I end up keeping all of my Still Life stuff in this china cabinet. And I'm getting a little carried away and getting a lot of stuff I don't need, but I just love it all in there, and I like the idea of having it for a fun still life. And I'll show you what else I found. I'm not sure what I've already shown you, but I think there are a few new things. One is this bowl, which I love the shape of that. That was in that still life at the intro too. Love that. Another was this old piece with the leaves on it, and I think I paid like 49 cents for that. 45 cents for that. And then there's this one, and I also painted that just really quickly. I couldn't wait to try to capture that and see how that went. Here it is. I have a little table set up right to the left of where I paint, and I've been setting up still lifes over there, and yeah, I just painted that really quick, but I thought it turned out cool. I could definitely see that in with some other pieces. This is really interesting. It's a little vase, and so it has a leaf on that side, but the funniest thing is on this side, it's got a bunch of bananas with a leaf. I think that's so odd, but cool. So that was kind of cool. And one of my favorites is this little tomato cup. Look at this. I just love that. And then I got this, it's just a dried, I think it's an apple, but it might be a tomato. I'm not sure, but it'll be cool for a still life. And, oh yeah, and I got some materials. Oh, well, this is a bag with these funky little pineapples on it. It's a little pencil bag. It's actually a pretty good size. You could actually take that out full of stuff for a painting outing. And then I keep just a stack here of stuff that I could put under a still life, and I liked that design. Let's see. This is just some, I thought that might be pretty in a still life. And I got some with lemons on it, really bright. So those are my finds of the week. I also found a few books. This is an old antique book, but when I glanced through it, look at these patterns it has. I've picked out a few pages. Love the patterns. Look at all that. Especially love that pattern right there. And yeah, and then it has some really cool shaped jugs and vases. I love that with that bright yellow, kind of a red vase with a bright yellow. Look at the shape of that one. Teapot. Love teapots and cups. Let's see, looks like I have one more thing marked. Oh yeah, that's very cool. Okay. And I found this cat one. I think I might have had this one for a while. It's just in this stack, but that'd be really good for my cats to get some shapes. This was interesting, the Calculating Cook. But what I liked about it is it's filled with little drawings. So always be on the lookout. Sometimes cookbooks have really cool drawings in them. And then here are, these are the two. I think I've already shown those gardening books. But I've got this bird book. And let's see what's in here. Oh yeah, just again, some cute drawings. Like that one and a little owl. And here's another one. I think I've only got one thing marked in this, but I love his little feet. So that could be fun to draw. And yeah, you should keep an eye out for kids' books. Sometimes the art in them is amazing. I love the way that greenery is done and the colors. Look at the cricket. So cool. Look at the ferns. Yeah, I find that kids' books, plus I just love standing there looking through them, but sometimes the art is amazing. And then I've got this, I found this fern book. I love potted plants in my still lifes, and it's just full of foliage and flowers. So love finding cool books that I might be able to use as reference. I'm going to show you what else I've been working on this week. I've got everything under my stack of books. And yeah, I'm always working on these little 3x3s because when somebody buys something off my Daily Paintwork site, I send them a little original as a gift. So I'm always got a stack of those going. And this one just sold, so I'm getting that ready. I've varnished it and I'm flattening that, getting ready to mail that out. And let's see, I've been working on finishing up some flamingos. I'll be posting those soon. And let's see what else here. Oh, okay, here was that little painting that I did. Here's the other one. Just, I like to keep them under heavy books so they flatten out. Oh, and through the years, I do these wildflowers. So I've been trying to get a few more of those finished up. I think everything I had sold. Love the brightness in that one. And I was just practicing, so I did a couple of them in my sketchbook. I was just trying to remember how I painted those. I'm not sure if I have that on a video. I've got so many videos out, I need to go check, but you know, your style changes in the way you do things anyway, so I thought they turned out cool, so I'm gonna do some more of those. And oh, I did this real colorful still life. I love that. I used this week, again, I really got into my inks. The acrylic ink, Daler Rowney. The colors are so vivid, and it's acrylic, and it's just really fun to paint with. So I thought that one turned out very colorful. I love that style. And then let's see what else. Oh, this is hilarious. I was just practicing vases and a little greenery, and I threw a cat in here. Does he not look like a tomcat? I haven't finished this yet, but I don't think. You know, I work on stages and then I come back and look at them, and sometimes I'm like, I think that is finished, but not sure, but looks like I did some outlining, and looks like I've got some of that ink in here. I think I started this with an ink background because I see it all coming through. But I love him. And let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, I was working on my cats and I really changed this one. I had a really quirky cat. You can barely see the remnants of him. Really quirky, and I liked him, but I don't know, I just wanted a little bit, not trying to get realistic by any means, as you can tell, but just something a little different. So I knocked him out and I put that one in, and I'm still working on this. I got to figure out the bottom of it, but and I think I've already shown y'all the rest of these that I did. So then I did a really quick sketch in my sketchbook, and I love doing peacocks, so I threw a big peacock picture in, and one of my jugs, and I think he turned out cute. I like that. And let's see, oh, and then I was this is actually on watercolor paper, and I was just this one led to this, and I thought, let me try a peacock in it. I mean, it's just, I've outlined these feathers about 10 times, and now I'm not sure whether I just want to cover the whole thing in like a wash of white and then bring it back out. I don't know, I'm still trying to decide. This week I also worked on painting another one of these river weeds. I had gone down to the river and done 5 pages of sketches, and I've been painting them out over the last several weeks. So I had done this one. I did this one. I did this one in last week's video. I still have this one to work on, but this week I did this one. And I like the way it turned out. One of my favorite things I did on this is it has tons of layers, and I actually recorded it, so I'm gonna show you what I did. But at one point I used my Posca to go over this vase, and I love the way that it turned out. The vase was pink, and I left some of the pink in there, so I'll show you how I did that. But yeah, I decided to leave the foliage pattern on the vases, and I really like the way they turned out, so I'm going to show you how I did this. The shape I like, again, just really loose, double line. Just do a taller one here. Just kind of thinking about negative space. Ooh, look at that color. Whoa. So at this point, I think the pinks clash, so I decided to take my teal Posca marker and just color in that vase, and the acrylic paint from the Posca marker just glides over that acrylic ink. And I really like the way that turned out. And then I decided to lighten the back one more time, so I mix some white with my pink ink, and yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I want to go ahead and finish this one up, and I'm not sure what to do with it. So I've got my Posca markers out, and I'm just thinking about, I was thinking about adding a cat to the garden, or possibly a bird bath with a bird. I like this side better than this side. So, just trying to figure it out. Don't know what the plan is, but I love pink against green, so I took my pink Posca and I've just been filling in the bottom. So I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but just relaxing and enjoying it. Okay, so I filled the pink in, and then I was like, now what? But then I thought, well, maybe that looks like a tablecloth. And so I put a window in and a chair, and I've painted out the back. So I might put some stuff on the table, I'm not sure, but I'm just working on it. Okay, so there it is. I turned it into a tablecloth with fringe, added a pitcher and 2 cups and saucers, and I added that chair and the window, and then I put some lines on the wall. So I love doing interiors like that, and that was fun to take that one and turn it into a little interior, and I had no idea where I was going with it, but I like it. So now I've done all 5 of those and finished them. I sketched weeds at the river, and then I turned them into 5 different paintings. So I thought I would just flip through them again. That was the first one. That was the second one, and then the third one. And then I did that one. And finally, that one. So that was a fun week. I appreciate you watching. Leave me any comments or questions, and I'll see you next time.